Okay, so we understood the basic working about for, while, and do while, right? So what are the differences, sir? Okay, what are the differences, sir? Okay, I'll tell you here. Okay, I'll tell you the difference between while and do while. Okay, now here imagine we have two looping statements, correct? One is nothing but while loop, okay, and other one is nothing but do while loop. Okay, another one is nothing but do while loop here. This is do while loop. Okay, clear. So these are the two looping statements which we generally have here. Okay, so what is the first difference here? What is the first difference, sir? As I told you here, okay, what does while loop does here? Okay, whenever you talk about while loop here, look at the working here. While, okay, I have to give the condition. Okay, he checks the condition and then he executes the set of instructions, correct? And do while loop, it does. It executes the set of instructions and he's going to check the condition later. Okay, so you have to add a semicolon at the last here, mandatory. So what is while loop here? While loop is nothing but he checks the condition and then executes the set of instructions. Whereas do while loop, he will execute the set of instructions and then checks the condition here. Okay, so this is the first difference between, okay, while and do while. What does while loop does? He checks condition first. Okay, while loop checks condition first and then executes here and then executes. Whereas do while loop, he executes first and then checks the condition. Checks the condition. This is the first difference which we generally have. What is the second difference, sir? What is the second difference, sir? Again, it's easy. Okay. Now, what is the second difference, sir? I will tell you. Very simple data here. You will understand. Okay, now I'll give my x value. See, int x equals to 10. While x is lesser than or equal to 5, you have to print here SOP. Okay, x value you have to print. Similarly, I'll do it for do while loop. Int I equals to 10. Do open curly braces close while I write the data I is lesser than or equal to 5, and I'm just printing the data called as I value. Okay, now what will be the output here and what will be the output here? Any idea what will be the output here, guys? First example, what will be the output here? Think and tell me. Think and tell me. Sir, x value is 10, sir. Very good. X value is 10, sir. I check the condition, sir. Is 10 lesser than or equal to 5? No, it is false. False meaning the control will never get inside. Therefore, the condition is false. Therefore, no output over here. So, here no output. So, while loop meaning if the condition is false, if the initial condition is false, the while loop will not execute even once. Clear? If the condition is false, okay, if the first initial condition is only false, the while loop will not execute even once here. Whereas in do while loop, okay, check in do while loop what happens here. What is my value? 10. Since it does the job first, I value will be printed 10. 10 will be printed. Is 10 lesser than or equal to 5? No, stop it now. So if the initial condition is also false, do while loop will execute at least once. Okay, do while loop will execute at least once even if the initial condition is false. But while loop will not get executed if the initial condition is only false here. Got the clarity here? So this is what we are supposed to understand here. Got the clarity here? While loop will not execute even once. Do while loop will execute at least once here. Clear? This is all about the entire process here. Clear? Done. So what is the second difference which we have? Okay, I'll write it down. Perfect. So now here, while loop won't be executed. I'll write it if initial condition is false. If initial condition is false, okay, it won't be executed. It won't be executed even once. Clear? It will execute at least once. It will execute at least once, even if the initial condition is false. Initial condition is false. Clear? This is all about the entire data here. Okay, this is all about the entire data. Clear everyone here, guys? Okay, while loop, he checks and then executes. Do while loop, he executes and then checks. While loop, if the initial condition is only false, he won't get executed at all, not even once. But do while loop, this guy, he will execute at least once here. Okay, so this is all about, okay, the working of while and do while loop here. Clear? So now here we got the clarity. Sir, we understood what is while and do while loop here. Now, where do we use for loop and while loop, sir, in general terms here? Where do we use for loop and while loop, sir? It's very simple, guys. Okay, where do you use? Okay. Now, whenever for loop, when will I choose for loop? When will I choose while loop? Okay. This is the important part you need to understand. Okay, see, if you know how many times to repeat a task, you will always choose for loop. 5 times you need to repeat, 50 times you need to repeat, you will always choose for loop. So for loop is used to repeat for a specified number of times. I know how many times to repeat a task. Okay, so I will always choose for loop. Sir, while loop, when will I choose, sir? When I do not know the endpoint. I do not know the endpoint how many times. Until certain condition, I have to keep looping. Okay, for example, imagine there is a file. Okay, there is a file. There is a hell lot of data over here. There is hell lot of data here. Okay, I want to read one by one. I need to read. while I will specify certain condition, that is until the file is empty, until the file is empty. Okay, keep reading, read data. Okay, I don't know how many characters are there into my file. Okay, I do not know how many words are there, letters are there. I have to keep on reading everything. So while I write some condition here, until the file is empty. Okay, until the file is empty, keep on reading. Is the file empty? No, read data. Is the file empty? No, read data. Is the file empty? No, read the data. Is the file empty? Yes, yes, yes. So stop the traversing. So for loop meaning you know how many times to repeat. Hey, do this job for 5 times, do this job for 10 times, 20 times, 30 times. You know how many times to repeat a task. You will always choose for loop. While loop, when do we choose here? Sir, when I do not know the endpoint, sir, I need to keep on looping until certain condition. But I'm not sure what is the condition. Okay, I don't know what is the endpoint. It might be 5 times, there might be 5 words, there might be 50 words, there might be 500 words. I'm not sure. When will I stop? Only when the file is empty. Until the file is empty, keep on reading, 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 reading. When will I stop? Only when the file is empty, based on the condition I have specified. Got it? So this is all about, okay, for loop, while loop, and do while loop. We are supposed to talk about, okay, what are we supposed to talk about? The last part, okay, the last part, that is nothing but, okay, nested for loop. Okay, nested for loop. We all know it, right? Don't we? Okay, nested if meaning one loop, one if was present inside another if, right? Similarly, nested for meaning one for loop should be present within another for loop. As simple as that. Okay, now, sir, how can we do it, sir? How can we do it, sir? I will tell you. Okay, I will tell you in a beautiful manner. So first of all, I'll have one for loop. Okay, for open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly braces, and close curly braces. Done. And I have for open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly braces, and close curly braces. Clear? Now here, what I'll do here is I'll take this is called as outer for loop. What do we call it as? We call it as outer for loop. And this we call it as inner for loop. Okay, now here I'll have a couple of data here. So I will have int I equals to 1, I is lesser than or equal to 3, and I plus plus. Okay, and here I will have int j is equal to 5, and j is lesser than or equal to 6, and j plus plus. That's it. And what am I supposed to print? I will print I plus give a space plus j value. Okay, this is all about my complete program. Okay, this is all about my complete program. Sir, what will be the output, sir? What will be the output? I will tell you in the most beautiful manner. Rule number one. Okay, what is rule number one? I value will get initialized. Okay, I value will get initialized. That is rule number one. Okay, just a moment. Let me try to do this. This is I. This is the I condition. Okay, and J condition. Okay, we're done. We are done. Okay, so what will be my I value, guys? This is I is lesser than, just a moment, I is lesser than or equal to 3. J is lesser than or equal to 6. This is all about it. First, I value will get initialized to 1. Correct? Then I check the condition. Step number 2. Is 1 lesser than or equal to 3? Yes, true. Control will come inside. Now J value will get initialized. Step number 3. Okay. J value is 5. Then I check the condition again. Step number 4. Is 5 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes, it is true again. Control will come inside. What is my value? 1. What is my J value? 5. 1, 5 will get printed. Got the clarity what will happen here? 1 and 5 will get printed here. I and J value. Again, the loop has to go back. Where will it go? Will I get incremented or J will get incremented? First, J will get incremented. It will go to J++. When I tell J++, this is step number 5. J will get incremented by 1. It will become 6. And then I have to check the condition again. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes, it is true here. Again, the control will come inside. I value is still 1 only. But the J value got incremented to 6 here. So therefore, I will print the 6 value. Again, it's a loop. It has to go by J++. J value will become 7. Is 7 lesser than or equal to 6? No, I will stop it. Clear? We are done with this. Okay. Similarly, after this entire process, this is false. Is 7 less than or equal to 6? No, it's false. Now it will come here. From here, it will go back to I++. I value will now become 2 here. I value will become 2. This is step number 6. Check the condition. I value is 2. Is 2 lesser than or equal to 3? Yes, control will come inside. Again, J will get initialized to 5 here. Again, check the condition. Is 5 lesser than or equal to 6? True. Control comes inside. What is I value? It is 2. 2 will get printed. J is 5. Clear? Again goes back. J++. It will become 6. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes. Again, the control will come inside. I value is still the same, but J value is 6. Again it goes back. It will become 7. Is 7 lesser than or equal to 6? No, stop it. What will happen over here? Now it will again go back. The control will go back here. It is over here. The control is over here. It will go back to I plus plus. I plus plus meaning what is my value? It was 2. Now it will get incremented to 3 here. After I check the condition. Is 3 lesser than or equal to 3? Yes. Control comes inside. What is my j value? 5. Is 5 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes. Control comes inside. I value is 3. J value is 5. Again goes back. J plus plus. It will become 6. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes. Control comes inside. 3, 6. Goes back. Okay. I value will become 7. Is 7 lesser than or equal to 6? No. Stop it. Control will come back. Again it will go back. I plus plus. I plus plus meaning it will now get incremented to 4. Is 4 lesser than or equal to 3? No. Stop it. And I have got this expected output. So in simple terms here, for one value of I, all the values of j will get executed. For one outer value, all the values of inner loop will get executed. Okay, so this is the basic funda behind nested for loop here. One loop is present within another loop here. This is all about the entire data here. I'm just going to enhance the code little bit, not much here because I want you all to understand it, right? I'll let it as nested for loop demo. Yeah, sufficient. Open curly braces and close curly braces. Control S, nested for loop demo.java and save as Java source file. Okay, done. Now over here, what am I supposed to do here? See, for loop. One simple for loop. I equals to 1. I is lesser than or equal to 3 and I plus plus. Yeah, this everyone will tell me easily what will be the output. If I try to print the value of I, it's simple. Sir, I value is 1, sir. Is 1 less than or equal to 3? Print 1. Goes back. It will become 2, sir. Is 2 less than or equal to 3? Print 2. Goes back 3. So 1, 2, 3. Meaning the loop is working for 3 times. I value is 1, 2, 3 in a sequential manner. Now I tell for int j equals to, I'll give it as 5. Is j lesser than or equal to 6 and j plus plus. Okay. Open curly braces, close. And what am I supposed to print here? I will print system.out.println. Okay. I'll print I value, see, plus I plus j value. I'll print the j value also, I and j. After that, I'll print one print statement as well. Okay. So for our understanding, how does it work here? Print ln. Okay. This is the entire process. This is all about it. Now, trust me here, guys. Okay, nested for loop is one of the most important topics for your pattern programming. Okay, whenever you want to come across patterns, right, you will come across this. But let me show it to you. Can you see here? What is the output did we get here? Can you see here? One I value is 1, but j value is 5 and 6. One value is 2, I value is 2, j value is 5 and 6. I value is 3, j value is 5 and 6. So meaning for one outer value, okay, all the values of inner will get executed. For one value of I, all the values of j will get executed. It's very simple, guys. See, I value is 1. Is 1 less than or equal to 3? True. Control will come inside. I value is 1. Okay, now j equal to 5. Is j less than or equal to 6? Yes. I is 1, j is 5. Again it goes back. J will get incremented. It will become 6. Is 6 lesser than or equal to 6? Yes. I is still 1, but j is 6. Again goes back. J plus plus. It will become 7. Is 7 lesser than or equal to 6 here? No. Stop it. Control comes back. And this line will get printed. Okay. And it goes back to the outer for loop. Okay. That's why. See, one loop will get executed. Second time and third time. I got the expected output. This is all about the entire process of understanding how does looping statement works. Clear? Understood everyone here? Perfect. Okay now.